we are going to talk about at home chemical peel disaster that has been going viral on TikTok. More and more people are trying strong chemical peels at home, hoping to get smoother, clearer, more glowing skin. But for some people, things did not go as planned. Some have shared stories of painful burns, skin irritation, scarring, hyperpigmentation, and long recovering period after using chemical peels at home. Today, we are going to watch some of the videos, react to people's experiences, and talk about what went wrong and what can be learned, and why is it important to understand the risk before trying strong skin treatment without professional guidance. This video is not about judging anyone. Many people were just trying to improve their skin. It's about learning from the real experiences and having an honest discussion. So, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Joy and I'm so happy you're here. On this channel, we have honest discussion about beauty, health, lifestyle, and trendy topics people are talking about. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn up your notifications so you never miss an upload. Let's get into today's video.
Oh, I am about to burn my face off. I have a TCA 30 and we're doing a chemical peel. TCA chemical peels is one of the most aggressive chemical peels, and I'm doing one of the most highest versions of it, which is a 30. I have experience with getting chemical peels done professionally. So I've had 15s and I had 20s and I had 12s. It's been a minute since I had them though. And so I'm kind of nervous on how this is going to work. A stronger or more aggressive chemical peel can actually lead to scarring with inside of melanated people. But luckily, I've been prepping my skin for a few weeks by using a melanin inhibitor as well. So we're gonna see how this works. First, I'm gonna clean my face with alcohol. You don't want your face to have any type of oil or grease on it. I wanna add some petroleum jelly to under my eyes or on my eyelids because I don't want the chemicals to burn. I'm gonna take a quick shot because I'm gonna need this. Oh yeah, that burns. That burns really bad. I'm gonna set a timer. Set a timer for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna check for frosting or frothing. Oh my god. Yes. Oh man.
Are you gonna do another layer?
I can't answer questions right now. I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
This ain't no joke. I have a lot of frothing. I can't even move my face. Like, it hurts to do facial expressions. The parts that haven't frosted yet are frothy yet, so I'm gonna go over. Right now, it's not burning, but it's super hot. It feels like I got a heater on my face. But I'm gonna go in again, just under the parts that haven't yet frothy. Go over here, right here. Okay, I'm out of time. Follow. This is day 3. We are definitely in the ugly stage of this peel. I didn't start peeling yet. Just a little bit right there and a little bit right there. But I think that was honestly friction from my pillow. I'm gonna be extra attentive on those pieces. People ask me, why would you jump to a 30? Why would you start with a 30? I didn't start at 30. I've been getting TCA peels for a minute, and I started out at 12, 15, 20s. And now I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a 30. The only reason why I was kind of nervous is because I haven't got a chemical peel in at least a year. And so I thought a 30 may be a little bit too much, but it was a calculated risk. I did prep. The common question I get is, why did you choose to do this when your skin was like almost perfect? I hear what y'all saying, but it was a subjective thing for me. Like, I had a lot of sunspots and dark spots, and mostly because of my adult acne that I started getting probably like 2-3 years ago. And so all I've been working on my skin, I really wanted to attack that hyperpigmentation. And so that's why we went in with the TCA peel. Did use a neutralizer. I used the baking soda in this. I knew that my skin was probably not the best fit for this, but I also know my skin as well. But I took a risk, and so far I don't regret taking the risk. But you gotta go through the motions. This is day 3, man. It's gonna get ugly before it get good, but I'll keep y'all updated when it start peeling. Did a really aggressive chemical peel on my face, and this is what it looked like on day 6. This is how we looking now on day 12. I hypopigmentate. No, all my color came back. That I hyperpigmentate. Yeah, a little bit. This is that pink spot that rubbed off on day 2. A common question I get is, do I regret it? And I don't recommend doing a 30 on my skin color but I don't regret it either. I'm not a regretful person, whether win, lose, or draw. Overall, it did even out a lot of my complexion, and it also helped a lot with my texture as well. How I'm managing hyperpigmentation to get rid of all of it. I have started trichinoline, hydroquinone, and I have an oil version of TXA, which works.
I'm going to be talking based on experience because I've done chemical peel myself so many times. I think the concentration he used was too much. 30% TCL is just too much, and I think that's a little bit too deep to do at home. But this can be done by professional. They can do this very well. And one thing about chemical peel, sometimes when you see people having kind of a deep scar, like sometimes it depends on how the preparation was done and the healing process. Maybe sometimes you see people they don't allow the peel to go off themselves. They start peeling it off. That can actually make their face even have more scar. Thing about chemical peel for you to get a very good result is that one, the concentration. You have to be very sure of the concentration you're using. And if you don't know what you're doing, I think you should go for a lesser concentration, especially if you're using TCL, because that's very strong. And as well, the preparation before the chemical peel, it's one thing. And the after the chemical peel is another thing because you have to keep moisturizing the skin, applying all the products that you were supposed to use. Make sure that face is always moisturized. Because sometimes when people don't do it correctly, they happens to get the other side of what they're supposed to get. I mean, the bad result instead of getting a glowing skin after the peeling and all that, rather they having scar because they did not use the right concentration. Maybe the concentration was just too high. When you want to do a chemical peel, you are not sure. I just think you should just go to a professional to do it for you, or just go with um a less concentration. At least that's easy to manage, it's easy to control. For someone who is doing this at home, I think 30% TCL, the concentration is too much, to be honest. It's too much.
This is a deep peel. This is a very aggressive or extreme peel. It's called a phenol peel. This phenol peel does clear up scars, clear up your deeper wrinkles as well, but it does come at a cost. There is a risk of increased scarring or even pigmentation problems. And a lot of clinics may not offer this treatment because there are risks of cardiac toxicity or even kidney and liver problems associated with this. You can achieve similar results without such an extreme peel by using something like a CO2 laser, which is pretty safe.
All right, so let's talk about what's happening here. So it looks like she is peeling the skin off of what seems to be like a chemical peel. This is a big, big no-no. No, no, no. If you prematurely peel the skin off from either a chemical peel or any other treatment, you can cause premature scarring on a patient's face. Now, if anyone is getting a chemical peel at home or has any type of peeling going on, never peel. You always let the skin fall off. If you have skin that is dangling off, it's best just to cut, never peel.
I am so sleepy. My face is oily. I fell asleep. And y'all, it's officially 3 o'clock in the morning. Time for me to take this off and rinse it off, wash it off, whatever y'all want to call it. I'm really delirious. I'm really ready to go to bed. Go ahead and take this off. All right, y'all. Today is day 3 of my laser treatment that I had since I was picking and scratching and all that extra stuff. It is starting to heal up pretty fairly well. This is starting to heal up even better. I cannot believe I did this to myself. The only way to move is forward, so we're not going to dwell on it too long. It's been weeks since I've been dwelling on this. This is why I have not been giving out any updates, but here I am being back consistent with the updates. Okay, so I already did the gentle cleansing, and then I did ice therapy, which was just rinsing my arms and my chest with cold water. My smart faucet goes to 49 degrees. I didn't even know that. I thought it was just 50, but it goes to 49 degrees. So I went ahead and did that. And the next step is for me to use some antioxidant mist, which was very optional, but I went to Sephora yesterday and I got Supergoop's antioxidant mist. So we're gonna go ahead and spray that, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. Here is the Supergoop Play antioxidant mist. It says I'm supposed to do this day and night. So we're gonna go ahead and spray this on. I've never tried this before. I like the glow, but I'm actually gonna fan this. It didn't irritate my skin, y'all. I'm really just drying this down so that I can move on to the next step. For me to use the steroid cream, and then the moisturizer, and then my healing cream. Steroid cream, it is very thick. But if you don't use the antioxidant mist, then you need to work in small sections because it's super thick, and you will be rubbing this in for minutes at a time. Y'all can see I wasn't using the brightening cream properly. It's all gonna even back out though, so no worries. All right, next up is the moisturizing. Love this stuff, bro. I love it. I love the way it glides onto my skin. And now the healing cream. I don't know how long this process is when you're just doing laser. It just says 4 and on, so you have to keep up with your esthetician, make sure that they're checking your progress so they can tell you, you know, what you need to do next, how long you need to do this, and so forth. I still taste that antioxidant mist in my mouth. Like, I really should have closed my mouth when I sprayed that. All right, so I'm done with that, y'all. This is the finishing. But anyways, I need to go ahead and do my face routine, and I also need to do my hair for school. So I will see you guys in the next video.
This is my skin before the VI peel. This is my skin after my VI peel. This is my skin after rinsing off the VI peel. This is my skin 1 day after the VI peel. This is my skin 2 days after the VI peel. This is my skin 3 days after the VI peel. This is my skin 4 days after the VI peel. This is my skin 5 days after the VI peel. It's been about 5 weeks since the VI peel, and this is what my skin looks like now. Obviously, the effects did not last. I think that is a reflection of my issues and not the peel. I feel excited about the peel. I think the peel is very effective, and it gives me hope for what is possible when the time is right. And if you just have like standard skin concerns and issues, highly recommend the VI peel. I don't know if there's any lasting improvements or if it's just kind of moot. I've been so eager to do these treatments because I want to resolve my discomfort about my appearance. But clearly there's just stuff still going on with my skin that has to be addressed before these topical treatments are going to be effective and long-lasting. We clearly have some more problem solving to do before we're ready to be in that stage. So I look forward to trying it again when the time is right.
This is actually insane. I can barely believe any of it. Like, I knew the results were gonna give, but like, we're not even fully till like the finish line, and the results. Yes, baby. The results are wow. Wow. This is actually.
So I did a chemical peel that made my face fall off. Here's whether it was worth it. Day 1 looked fine. Day 2 looked like leather and it felt so dry and crepey. Day 3 is where the peeling started. And yes, I did leave my house, no shame. By day 5, we were getting there with the peeling. But there's one ingredient that makes this peel very different to the others. So most peels just strip your skin, but this peel has glutathione in it. It's a very powerful antioxidant. That's what separates the perfect peel from every other peel on the market. Glutathione suppresses pigment, it fights free radicals, it reduces inflammation, and it actually brightens the skin from the inside out. Oh, and it has this smell. That's the sulfur. And that means it's working, don't worry. So did one peel fix everything? No. And I would never tell you that it would. Skincare is an investment, and I would do a peel like this twice or 3 times a year. For acne, severe hyperpigmentation, or melasma, you might end up needing a course of 3 to 4 treatments spaced a month apart. That's where the real transformation happens. One peel will show you what's possible, but a course of peels is what's going to get you there. Sort of like starting the gym. You're not going to notice a full transformation from day 1. So I did the treatment on myself because I am a qualified medical professional who's trained to perform these peels, and I do offer this peel in my clinic, which is why I was competent to do it by myself. But I would not recommend doing a peel like this at home by yourself, no.
I will burn this face off just to start all over. This is my day 2. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions about how did I burn my face off? I did a chemical peel. I'm a licensed esthetician. I did a 30% TCA, a trichloric acid, on my skin. It's not ideal to be doing something like this at home, but being that I am a licensed esthetician, I'm very educated in the products, in the skin, and very disciplined in knowing what to do to make my skin recover. I burned my skin off basically because I wanted to tackle some hyperpigmentation. I wanted
Okay, I thought I would come outside so everybody could see in the natural light. As you can see, I'm really dry and all the pigmentation's coming out. I am so excited. I started to peel just a little bit around my mouth, but man, when this stuff is ready to go, it's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait. Thanks for everyone that has followed along. So this is day number 2. I am so excited. I started to peel just a little bit around my mouth, but man, when this stuff is ready to go, it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. Thanks for everyone that has followed along. So this is day number 2.
Hi, dermatologist here. Many of you may know by now that you're not supposed to legitimately peel your skin off after a chemical peel, but you can trim the peeling skin like this, the skin that has already detached. Other things that you're going to want to do are extremely gentle skincare and be serious about protecting your skin from the sun. You're going to be so susceptible to sunburning right after a peel.
Oh, I am about to burn my face off. I have a TCA 30.
This gentleman ended up doing a pretty strong 30% TCA chemical peel at home, and I want to thank him for sharing his journey on social media because it was a good learning opportunity for a lot of people. As a board certified dermatologist who specializes in treating hyperpigmentation, especially on darker skin, at-home chemical peels can actually end up being dangerous. So chemical peels are, in a way, you're causing control damage. You're causing some level of injury to the skin, and the idea is for your skin to repair. Now, if you have darker skin, you're way more prone to a lot of inflammation, and that inflammation can become hyperpigmented, meaning it turns brown, or it can get hypopigmented, meaning it turns white. There are different levels of chemical peel: superficial, medium, deep. If you do a very aggressive chemical peel at home, you can literally cause a burn, so please be careful.
'Tis the season for chemical peel botching, and I don't think it's ever going to stop. Somebody just sent me this. Somebody sent me this video of this young lady. They didn't send me any context behind it. They didn't let me know what happened. They just said, did you see this? Now, let's go through each one of these screenshots. All right, so besides the fact that she looks completely over it, You can see, in my opinion, now mind you, I'm just taking a wild guess at what happened. I don't know this person. Somebody just sent me this. If you know her, please tag her. As you can see, the peel looks like it was pretty strong. Let's look at the next shot. All right, and now we see the blistering. Do you see the blistering? I can already tell you right now that the pattern of how the peel was applied on her face, all of this is probably either going to severely hyperpigmentate or severely hypopigmentate. Let's keep looking. Okay, looks like her face is starting to peel, and like I suspected, you can already see like the lines of demarcation where her melanin is just, it's been eliminated. My God, this is day 4, it says. So look at her face. Look at this. And it's like, what can you do? There's nothing that you can do until your skin completely heals. So when it's like this, you just really gotta go through the process. This poor lady. Let's keep looking. All right, so now all the skin has completely peeled off. And this is an example of what could happen when you get a chemical peel that's way too strong. I keep telling y'all, slow and steady wins the race. Now, like I said, I don't know what happened with her situation. I don't know if she requested a strong peel or if she did this peel herself. I don't know, but to me, it looks like the peel that she got was way too strong, way too strong. Let's keep going. So here it looks like she's completely done peeling and her skin has somewhat healed. But if you notice at the top of her forehead towards her hairline, and if you go down towards the center of her face, it's 2 completely different colors. This is known as the lines of demarcation on the skin. Like whatever peel that she used, wow. Let's keep going, let's keep going. Okay, so it looks like she's completely done peeling. Still a very pretty lady, but you can definitely see how that peel has really damaged her melanin, and she has this ombre effect going on. And it's not even an ombre, it's like an abrupt transition of pigmentation on her face. This poor lady, keep smiling, boo. You're still very beautiful. If anybody knows this young lady, please tag her, because I would like to know like what happened. And yeah, tag her if you know.
We need to collectively take that as a sign to never buy random chemical peels off the internet and try to do them on ourselves at home, because obviously that looked painful. But as a clinician, I also noticed that immediate frosting on the skin, so that whiteness, which basically means that that peel is penetrating really deeply and causing an inflammatory response. And for people with darker skin tones, that level of inflammation can really increase the chance of hyperpigmentation or even hypopigmentation. And ironically, he did say that he wanted to do this peel to help with his dark spots, which obviously has now probably made things worse. Now, I do chemical peels in clinic all the time, but there are different strengths, there are different peel types, and the skin needs to be prepped. Plus, I do think it's a bit of a myth that stronger chemical peels equal better results. It really depends on your skin and what we're trying to treat. So the moral of today is leave it to the professionals and do not buy random chemical peels off the internet that you have no idea how to use at home.
Oh no. Oh no. Does he know that he f***ed up? No, he has no idea, huh? A 30% TCA peel on black skin? Absolutely not. And look at it, he has such beautiful skin. Why would he do that? He needs to seek professional help immediately. Someone called 911. He just burnt his entire face. That was level 3 blanching. So what's gonna happen is it's going to peel. It might look okay for a couple days, and then it's going to start pigmenting. There's no doubt in my mind that that's not going to happen. If he comes out of this with 0 pigmentation, I will be genuinely shocked. No hate to you, sir, respectfully. I hope you're not feeling so incredibly overwhelmed by the comments of concern. You shouldn't have done that, and nobody else should also do this. Best of luck to you. I can't wait to see the outcome.
Atlanta esthetician refused to refund me my money $150 after getting chemical peel, and I have a second-degree burn on my face.
Child, see this? What we not finna do. This is what we not finna do. No, I was not in that treatment room when this young man was getting his treatment, but what I do know is that something went terribly wrong. It can be between pre-prepping and the aftercare. When it comes on to a peel that's as intense as the TCA peel, one must be very, very skeptic on how you go about, especially with the aftercare. Now, by looking at his skin, carefully scrutinizing the skin, I could tell that he was picking the skin. If you're going to pick it before it's time for the shedding process, it's going to cause more hyperpigmentation, inflammation, and irritation. And this is exactly why it is red. Now, TCA peels are the most extreme peels on the market. So if we're going to be performing peels as esthetician, the best option is to gradually build up the momentum by giving him a lighter peel, like maybe like a lactic peel to a glycolic peel, or possibly a salicylic acid peel before we jump onto the TCA peel. But as I was saying before, I was not in the treatment room, so I don't know what the discussion was about and what was the reason for the peel in the first place. What I do know is that this young man does have it's gonna take some time for his skin to bounce back, only if he allows the epidermis to really recuperate, because the damage has gone down to the dermis. With TCA peels or with any peels, this is why persons recommend not to go in the heat, not to go in the saunas, not to sweat, not to exercise, because in many cases, especially with the TCA peels that go down in the dermis, it takes a little time for the healing process to really be completed, and the sweat will activate the acids from the peel. So chemical peels are no joke, guys. They're no joke. See to it that you're going to a professional, a licensed esthetician, and if they can possibly show you some before and after work, that would be good. I'm not pointing fingers. I was not in the room, but
that brings us to the end of today's video. These stories show that what works for one person may not work for someone else. If you are thinking about trying a chemical peel, take the time to research it, follow the product direction, and if you are unsure, consider speaking with a qualified skincare professional. I do love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever tried an at-home chemical peel? How did it go? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn your notification on. Thank you so much for watching. I am Joy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.